Bayron City, a cutting-edge metropolis brimming with advanced technology, is dedicated to providing its citizens with a life of ease. However, the ongoing battle against demonic threats poses a constant challenge to uphold their luxurious lifestyle. Shu Agata, a demon fighter and CEO of INS Office, a company specializing in demon extermination, isn't exactly living the glamorous life the government promises. Despite his consistent job assignments, Shu struggles to make ends meet due to his reckless spending habits. His demon partner, Kisara, assists him in both feeding and fighting demons, albeit with an intensity that tests Shu's patience. Nevertheless, he has no choice but to rely on her. After a 3-month wait, Shu finally secures a contract to extract a demon and sets off on his journey. Saying goodnight to Kisara, he heads to the casino where the trapped demon awaits, joining forces with his friend and former colleague, Ayano, who happens to be an admirer. As they engage in battle, they soon discover that the demon is impervious to their advanced technological equipment, putting their mission at risk of failure. During the fight, Shu narrowly avoids a devastating blow from the demon, only to be saved by Kisara, who suddenly appears on the scene. She joins the battle, but it becomes evident that the demon possesses greater power. In a desperate turn of events, the couple realizes that the only solution is to perform a ritual that involves an intimate kiss. Upon sharing this intimate moment, Kisara becomes empowered and aids Shu in defeating the demon effortlessly. However, the battle is far from over, as their contract stipulates that they must minimize damage to the building and its surroundings. Kisara must now prevent the imminent destruction that looms over the building. While the battle against the casino demon concludes successfully, the building itself doesn't survive the encounter and crumbles to the ground. As usual, the government conceals the true events, concocting a different story to mask the covert battle against the menacing demons. Shu continues to bid for new contracts with Kisara's assistance, but he remains burdened by substantial debt, and the payment for their recent contract won't arrive until the following month. Seeking help, he turns to Ayano to secure additional contracts. However, when Ayano comes across a post featuring Kisara and Shu, jealousy takes hold, and she changes her mind about assisting them. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to the mayor of the city, who plans to celebrate its technological advancements with a grand party, a demon invasion looms on the horizon. The Anti-Demon Bureau is fully aware of the impending threat and is prepared to protect the city without alerting its residents to the ongoing demonic rampage. As the potential demon threat intensifies, Shu and the other demon fighters from the Anti-Demon Bureau gear up for action. Taking their positions, they stand ready to confront any demon that dares to disrupt the party. The mayor's son takes an interest in Kisara as they attend the same school, but her focus remains unwavering on the mission, brushing off any distractions. As the mayor begins his speech, a demon breaches the stage walls, poised to possess him. Acting swiftly, Kisara rushes forward to restrain the demon, preventing it from seizing control of the mayor's body. The pursuit of the demon escalated, trapping him in a quicker checkmate than before. As the demon pleaded for his life, Shu and Kisara prepared to eliminate him, but a sudden call ordered them to capture him alive. Reluctantly, they decided to use capturing gear, which would consume the payment they would receive for the mission. Kisara tried to persuade Shu to reconsider, knowing they needed the money to survive the month, but he remained steadfast. However, before they could take action, the demon leaped from the building and collided with a delivery bus. By the time the gear arrived, the demon was already unconscious, rendering it useless. Shu woke up from a haunting dream of his past, reigniting his determination to fight demons and reunite with his family. As he gazed at the picture of his family, he noticed that Kisara had attached her photo, frustrating him once again. Bayron City faced another invasion, this time by a demon-possessed worker from the hazardous North Plant site. The government and the Anti-Demon Bureau intervened, devising a plan to confront the threat. Various demon extractor companies submitted their proposals to secure the contract. Shu submitted his own bid and won, but due to new information, the contract was awarded to another company. With Shu sidelined, the team struggled to capture the demon and came dangerously close to losing their lives. Witnessing their defeat, Shu made a desperate call offering his assistance. Initially hesitant, the director eventually agreed when all other options were exhausted. Kisara met Shu after he was awarded the job and attempted to jog his memory, but he dismissed her with a kiss. Unbeknownst to her, Shu had traded his memory for the power he gained from the demon, and he was not ready to stop fighting. His memory loss even caused him to treat his first love, Ayano, like a stranger. When Kisara and Shu reignited their powers with a kiss, Kisara was empowered to confront the demon, while Shu utilized his power bullets to neutralize the threat, leaving the demon lifeless on the ground. However, the question remained, how long was Shu willing to sacrifice his memory for power? Tony Rossi, a member of the Orcus crime syndicate, was possessed by a demon and apprehended by Ayano's team, who kept him in the hospital. The motives behind Tony's killings seemed suspicious, leading Detective Mikami from the Anti-Demon Bureau to join the investigation. Ayano recognized Tony from a previous encounter at the park, so she brought Mikami there for further inquiry. Kisara spotted them and alerted Shu, who arrived at the scene. Initially, they believed the conflict was between powerful mafia groups, with Tony's group harnessing demon powers. However, as they discussed, they received news that Tony had been murdered by the opposing mafia. Mikami and the police force proceeded to the lair of the Serpanes, the rival mafia, only to discover the gruesome demise of the entire squad. As they continued connecting the dots of the linked crimes, they uncovered Maria, Tony's girlfriend, as the one seeking revenge. Maria, fueled by her newly acquired demon powers, sought relentless revenge against those who influenced or witnessed her boyfriend's demise in the hospital. Meanwhile, Ayano accused Shu of forgetting crucial aspects of their relationship and retreated to a desolate place to grieve. Kisara, however, approached Ayano to explain the conditions of Shu's deal, revealing that his memory was gradually eroding in exchange for the power necessary to vanquish demons. Ayano had heard enough and decided to depart. As she walked away, she heard footsteps behind her, assuming it was Kisara following, only to be astonished by the presence of a demon-possessed girl, Maria. Maria appeared behind Ayano, driven by her vengeful intentions, but Kisara intervened, coming to Ayano's rescue. The battle ensued, but Maria traversed an infinity mirror, disappearing momentarily. Nonetheless, the police force and the Anti-Demon Bureau recognized that the war was far from over. To ensure Ayano's safety from further attacks by the demon-possessed girl, she was relocated to a secure residence and placed under police protection. Her mother, Akino Yujiri, the president of AA Defender Company, an anti-demon organization, visited her and provided all the comforts she needed during her stay. Officer Mikami invited Shu to dinner and probed his knowledge of confidential information, noticing his prompt arrival at the Mafia massacre scene before backup or bureau notification. Unbeknownst to Mikami, Shu frequently received mysterious letters guiding him to crime locations, but he remained uncertain about sharing this information with Mikami. 12 years ago, when Shu's parents and younger sister vanished, his father had requested a government investigation into demons. However, when his father was granted permission to proceed, he and the others present were sucked into the depths of the ocean. The government pinned the blame on Shu's father, motivating Shu to do everything in his power to clear his father's name. Mikami assured him that he would unearth the truth behind his parents' death and vindicate his father's reputation. Officer Mikami and Officer Morgan visited the individual suspected of influencing Tony's actions, only to find him deceased. They also encountered a cryptic message on the wall, reading one more person. Interpreting the sign, they suspected Maria was on a killing spree to eliminate everyone involved with Tony, yet their assumptions would soon be challenged. Shu visited Ayano at her safe house, reminiscing about their shared past. Shu expressed his unwavering commitment to surrender his memories to Kisara in exchange for power, as he believed his sister was still alive. Armed with this newfound information, Ayano made the difficult decision to let go of Shu and allow him to pursue his quest. She covered his eyes to prevent Kisara's appearance and engaged in a passionate kiss with Shu. Realizing they could keep Kisara at bay, Shu took matters into his own hands and covered his own eyes, engaging in one final intimate encounter with Ayano. However, before the night concluded, Maria infiltrated the safe house, almost breaching its defenses until Kisara intervened. As a fierce battle erupted, Ayano emerged from the safe house, eager to assist, but Kisara restrained her, aware of Ayano's prior intimacy with Shu. Nevertheless, Ayano insisted on contributing and implored Shu to meet with Kisara. When Shu and Kisara finally meet, Kisara sets aside the inner turmoil and kisses Shu passionately, recharging her powers. Fully energized, Kisara confronts Maria, and Shu delivers the final blow with his magic bullet. However, they soon realize that the war extends beyond Maria's demise, as there is another killer at large who needs to be apprehended. Sharon, an exorcist from Celestial Abbey, arrives in Bayron City with the sole purpose of targeting Kisara, a demon like the ones the Anti-Demon Bureau exterminates. Kisara, still enraged over Shu's affair with Ayano, refuses to return home and disregards all messages, finding solace in the solitude of a dark alley. Eventually, she recalls that Shu has been sacrificing his memories for the power she grants him, prompting her to forgive him. As she decides to call him, she stumbles upon a social media post featuring Ayano in their apartment with Shu, fueling her anger and leading her to toss her phone aside in frustration. The Justice, a member of the Anti-Demon Bureau, and his partner stumble upon a dead demon during their mission. Before they can analyze the situation, Sharon appears and attacks the duo, determined to obtain information about Kisara and showing no concern for human casualties. Failing to extract the desired information from the Justice, Sharon leaps out of the window, leaving him to succumb to his injuries from the police's bullet shots. Sharon's next target for information retrieval is Ayano's mother, Akino. She eliminates all security personnel and gains access to Akino's office. Fortunately, Akino was on a call with Ayano at the time, and the conversation continues uninterrupted. During the intense discussion with Sharon, Ayano arrives and attempts to strike Sharon, only to find herself overpowered. In the end, Sharon seizes Ayano's phone and swiftly escapes. Unaware of Sharon's actions with Ayano's phone, Shu receives a belated call from his boss, instructing him to stay away from home. However, it proves futile, as Sharon has already arrived at his residence. She ruthlessly attacks him, delivering blows down the corridor. Kisara arrives just as Shu loses consciousness, and a fierce battle ensues. This marks the second time Kisara and Sharon face off, but the first time Shu finds himself fighting against Sharon. Kisara bravely confronts Sharon to protect the unconscious Shu. While exchanging words, Ayano arrives with the support of special forces from the Anti-Demon Bureau. However, before they can capture Sharon, she cunningly escapes their clutches. Meanwhile, Shu is rushed to the hospital for urgent medical care. The Anti-Demon Bureau delves into their research on the new threat, discovering that Sharon is one of the 12 most formidable exorcists from Celestial Abbey. With exceptional skills and a motivation rooted in defending her faith, Sharon proves to be an immensely challenging adversary. Determined to wreak havoc, Sharon embarks on a journey into the heart of the sea to intercept goods destined for the city. She loads a container with a demon weapon, serving as her backup plan in case she fails to defeat Kisara. Equipped with this weapon, Sharon possesses even greater power and eagerly anticipates her encounter with Kisara. Sharon sends a text message to Kisara, summoning her to a deserted building for a one-on-one confrontation. As Kisara arrives at the designated location, she confidently expects to triumph over Sharon once again, but is taken aback when Sharon appears in her formidable demon machine outfit. Kisara fights valiantly, but the demon weapon proves superior, and the poisonous demon part inflicts harm. In a final attempt to strike Kisara, Shu intervenes, carrying her away to a different location. Faced with Sharon's exceptional power and unparalleled skills, the only way to defeat her is for Shu and Kisara to renew their powers through a kiss. Initially hesitant, Kisara wants to ascertain if Shu is merely using her for power or if he genuinely cares. Shu reassures her, expressing that he wouldn't have sought power from her if he couldn't endure a life together. With their powers rekindled, Kisara valiantly triumphs over Sharon in a resounding victory. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more anime videos.